Right, here we go again, round 2, because the first one I did, oh my god, I was on extreme waffle mode, and I mean extreme waffle mode. I was so tired that my mouth was going blah, 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 and it was all talking rubbish, and I was getting confused, and so I was going back, and then it would be just so confusing. So I have redone everything. Now, it's all change because I have decided several things, and that is I've decided instead of using my Etsy money to do my weekly my weekly main envelopes like food, groceries, personal and that kind of stuff used for every day, I'm going to go back to the time where dinosaurs roamed. No, they didn't. Where my universal credit was used for that. So my universal credit gets paid monthly on the 6th. And so with that money, I've decided I'm going to leave 350 in the bank, as I always do, for all my direct debits and bills. But then I will be withdrawing £300. Oh, and my maths was wrong on the first time because it's 18 gets left into the bank account, because 18 away from that as a buffer, you know, just for those unbudgeted moments. But the £300 that I will withdraw from the bank will be towards my food. And was it just food? Oh god, that was a weird thing. Sorry. Yes. I don't think it was just my food. No, it was my personal as well, and groceries. Right. So and with a bit left over, if I remember rightly. But so I have rejigged it around because that's quite a lot of money. So I probably could still do my same £45 and my same £20, but I have to see about that. This is the first time going back to doing it, and I've forgotten, because I did give myself less money because I think I only took out enough for the 45. But hey, I'm already starting to digress. Ugh. Right, so the £300 will last me the month. So I'll split it up into weekly increments, and then those will get stuffed weekly. I think similar to how Ira does it, but and quite a few others as well, actually, thinking about it. So I'm going to do that. So I've decided food get 40. This is for the first week. Well, when I've got the cash, then I'll probably know. And once I've worked out how many weeks there are in March, then I'll probably know it even more. God, a few thousand years later. Here we go. Groceries 15. Personal will still remain 5, and that'll be for my fish and chips, my gluten-free fish and chips. Ishy and chips. Ishy and chippies, even, as my kids used to call it. But anyway, so that's that. Then my PIP, which is £240, will be 100 on the Simply Be catalogue, £100 that I usually give to the debts, £40 will stay in the bank for a buffer, ARG moment, as we call them. So that's that. Then Etsy, because it's variable, and this week, last week it was so quiet, I withdrew £50. Yeah, for my usual that I was doing like 120, 150. Yeah, it's pretty quiet, but that's to be expected for January and February. Hopefully it'll pick up a bit more, and I'll have to do a rejig of my shop, I think. I might even have a sale, but that's only good to those who like a bit of anime and The Untamed and other series like that. But hey, yes, so I did empty out all, well, the majority of all, I think I did them all actually, all my envelopes. So there's nothing left in them. That's the play money sort of doodahs. I don't know whether to put them in as placeholders or whether that would confuse for now, because I'm still going to be paying weekly with my Etsy money. My Etsy money will go towards my sinking funds, plus the debts and the electric now, because now I've got a smart meter installed, and that was a hoo-ha, and that's where I waffled on lots. So hold on to wood, hold on to anything that won't send me off on that tangent again, because that was a blimmin' palaver. But at any rate, upshot is it's now being installed, and yes, and it's not very smart, especially the way how you top up. But well, I digress. For those with smart meters probably know, mind you, they probably got a different one, because there's several varieties, and my variety was given was oh god, a long-winded way, 20 digits that you have to key in manually, and if you go wrong, you've got a left and a right and an OK button. So if it was 9, you have to go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 on that arrow, then OK if it's correct, then you keep going, then you click on that arrow, which then sends you to the next digit, and then you've got to do it again, 1 2 3 4 whatever, OK, dump, and all. Oh, it's all nightmare. No, you don't go that way actually, you just kick OK and then it shunts onto the next one. That's right. But if you go over 1 2 3 4 and you meant to do 3, you can't click that arrow to go back a digit, no, because that arrow will send you to the next, the digit before. So you basically have to keep going round and round until you get to the correct number, and you've got that about, it's about 20 digits. Yeah, not very smart, but hey, whoa, that was a lot quicker. Right, so that's that. So anyway, so I digress. So all my money's out. So I've taken out my MDZS, oh yes, my pounds and £2. I've still kept some which didn't equal up to, like, I think it's 20 quid in the bag, so I've kept some, but that was £80 worth of £2 and £1 that went in to my Monzo pots. And so in my Monzo pots I did a total of £705, and I can't believe I'm saying that. I still couldn't believe it the first time, but £705, my god, it's incredible. Yeah, it's really shocking for me, who usually doesn't save at all, or couldn't save. Mind you, I think when you're younger, saving is different than to when you're older. And when you're older, you don't, you want things, but it's a different kind of want things. You don't have to have them. Yeah, you can still buy all kinds of rubbish. I mean, I've got a heat press over there that I still haven't used. Yes, anything crafty, and me, and I'm bad. But you know, so it's slightly different for an adult, and especially once your kids have left, and if you're single adult, you know, because you don't really go out that much. Well, I don't. You know, if you've got a strong circle of friends around you and you go out regularly and you have that kind of a lifestyle, then yes, you probably would spend a bit more. But I think I'm more of an introverted person, and so I don't really like going out. And also with my health issues, it's harder to go out, and then with the sounds, too many conversations going on at once, and I can't hear if there's anything, you know, if it's too loud with like hundreds of people or even 10 people, you know, chattering loudly, and you're trying to have a conversation with a small group. I can't keep up. I can't do it. My hearing doesn't allow me. So I struggle. So I end up smiling blindly and sort of nodding every now and then and hoping I'm nodding in the right places. And to be honest, it's more stressful that way. It's so much more stressful, and I just want to go home because it's also very tiring. That's the main thing that I think quite a lot of people don't understand, and that is the exertion it takes just to go out is big as it is, but then it's all the extra things that goes with it that everybody takes for granted, you know. Oh, but we're going to go out and have some fun, and it's like, yeah, I know, but if you break that down, it's bloody exhausting. But at any rate, I'm starting to digress again on something completely, totally different. But, well, you've got to do what you feel happy with doing. And, you know, at the end of the day is you can't do what you can't do, because you'll suffer for it the next day or the next 2 days. And you won't be much fun when you're out at any rate. And so, you know, it could put a damper on their night. So I think half the time I say, nah, sorry. But at any rate, so Monzo pots. So in my Monzo pots, I have now got, in the grandchildren, I've got 50 quid. Debts, I've got 430. Woohoo! Home, 110. Christmas, 10. Savings, 279. Electric, 110. Birthdays, 5. Glasses, 35. I yawn. Oh, the gas, 25. Business tax, I've got £10 in. Business stock, I've got £10 in. I did have more, if you note, but I put some money back into the account because I needed some, because as I say, Etsy's been pretty slow. I needed to top up for postage and some packaging, you know, boxes, postal boxes. Anyway, and then I've got my 4 debts. They were broken down, and I'm not sure which way to do the debts, whether to keep them broken down and have 1 debts and then transfer that into these, or alternatively just maybe do away with these and just keep it in debts. But for now, it'll stay the same. I've got £10 in each of these, and so I mean, I've got £430 now, and when my PIP goes in on the 8th or 9th, my God, I think I've just saw a traffic warden go past. My God, they've started taking to going down this road. No wonder the poor electric meter man got a ticket. Poor sod. Anyway, I digress again. Where was I? Oh, God. What is it? Traffic wardens do that to people. Yes, so I've got 430, and with my PIP that goes in on the 8th or 9th, I'll have another £100 to add to that, so that'd be 530. Now I'm toying up with, if I can find that sheet of paper, and I probably can't because I'm such a numpty, and I've put it, oh, maybe not, maybe not. And maybe I am. Yes, I haven't printed it out, that's why. But I've got, as I say, 4 debts. One is below 1,000. It's on 600 and something or other now. And the other 3 are above 1,000. One's above by about, I think it's 320. The next one is 240, I think, and the third one is by 125, I think. So I thought, well, if I add up all those, 125, 200 or whatever, and 300, and then use my debts money to get to pay those, then then all 4 of my debts will be below the £1,000, which is like a mini target I've set myself, because that's the thing. I think when you've got big debts, you need to set yourself many targets on them so they don't seem so daunting. So how I've been doing it has been mainly focusing on the end digits, and first off clearing off the pence, and then I'll be doing like saying like, I want, you could say £100 off one. I want to get that one or this one to below the next £100 or below the next £50 or something like that. Don't look at the overall figure, because the overall figure will make you freeze and probably be unable to do anything about it except look at it and go ah, and everything else. So break it down. So if anything, you can look at it as, you can either look at it as, with one debt, it's not one big debt. You could say it's like several debts in one. Or you could just break it down and say, for this time, this debt is only like £500, and aim towards that £500. And then when that £500 has been cleared, then you can keep the same debt up and say, this debt is for, you know, keep alternating to make it fun. £200, and then you can aim towards that and pay that off. And so you'll be knocking down that debt without really realizing it and thinking, wow, I've achieved that £500. Wow. Or I've achieved that £200. Whoa, that's amazing. I never thought I would, or whatever. And then before you know it, that £500, that £200 is £700. You're nearly on to the 1,000 then. And in that way, your debts will come down at a less scary way, in a less scary way, and it'll give you more cheer when you complete that smaller target. So that's how I've been doing it, and hence my debts. And then I got to a point where any spare money I had, I wanted to throw at that debt pile, because it was like, I really enjoyed seeing that number then come down. So always give yourself littler goals within that big goal. Bite-sized chunks, as they say. You have your dinner plate. You know, you got your veg, you've got your protein, you've got your carbs. If you're going to do it that way, that is. And, you know, you can say, right, I'm just going to pay off the carbs first. As in, you know, that's £300. That's whatever. That's whatever, you know. You do it. And I'm probably losing where I'm going off from now. But so anyway, that's that. Bite-sized chunks. Bite-sized chunks. Right, so that's that. Oh, and my roundup, I've got 26p. Yes, so I am absolutely amazed by all that. And I hope I pressed the play. Yes, I did. God, I had a sudden horrible thing then. Right, so that's that. Now, look at my, oh no, I'll do that in a minute. This is my PayPal paycheck bill tracker. Right, let's withdraw first. Again, I've got 20 quid left in groceries, which is handy considering this week. I was a little bit worried. After last week, I thought, I really have to, you know, muscle down. Muscle down? Nestle down? What is the word? Anyway, I had to sort of, you know, work it through, and I started using a lot of stuff that's in my freezer. I've still got a lot of stuff in the freezer. You know, chicken, mince and fish. So I've got several meals I've got planned for those. So, yes. Oh, I've taken out the change, the cash, you know, the coinage from the food or whatever it was. And this is the 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So now I've got £70 to stuff. So there we go. That, much it up there. £70. I haven't put down all my bills which are paid by the bank this time, because it's the same. All right, so now I've got my food, and I hope you can see this, and I hope I'm going to have to figure out a different way to do this. Maybe not have the camera in, round in the ring light. Maybe have the ring light separate and the camera separate. But well, I've got one of these things, swingy arms, but I think that's a little bit too, might make you a bit seasick. But well, we'll see. So, right, we're going to do this now. Let's fill it up. See, I said I'm all over the place again. Right, so pets gets nothing because that's going to be included in this one this week. Health, groceries is getting 15. All right, there's the 15. The food, oh golly, the food. Oh, I hate these things. The food is going to get 45. And personal is going to get 5. Ready for my fish and chip night tonight, even though that's a little bit over £5. It's £5.65, so I'm going to have to break into one of these for my Ujima flip, the extra. Right, and that's that. So that is 45, 55, 60, 65. 65, so I'm left with a £5. So that £5, I've decided to start it up again. My next bite-sized chunk, my next meal's worth of debt, into the debts. So let's find debts. It's quite sad seeing these empty, but when I realise it's in my Monzo pots, it's nice. So at the end of each month, I will be putting all what I've saved up during the month back into my Monzo pots. And I'm toying up with whether I should put play money in their place, just so I know how much I've got in there. So when I add it's either a case so I can have the play money there, and then with my Etsy money adding to them, then I can add them both up totally. Or I just keep the real money in there, and so I see how much I've saved during the month. Yes, I know I could see by the difference between play money and real money, but I'm still trying to figure that one out, whether I want to do it, which way. Because at the end of the day, if I put play money in here, it's going to start loading up quite quickly. And I don't know. So another alternative is I could put a little slip of paper like a tracker in there, and it shows how much I've got in my Monzo, and then with the, and then at the end of the month when I add the next lot in, then we'll know. I think that might be the way to go, but it's writing down. Oh dear. But anyway, so I've done that. So now that's that done. I forgot to do the check-in, but I have got it here, so I can work it out. My son owed me £3, so that's one. He did it in 20p's as well. Bless him. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, £2, 20, 40, 60, 80, and a manky 20, £3. And so the rest came out of my food. So that's 50. 50. Right, so that was £1, 2, 3, £4.20. So £3 from my son and £4.20. Right, so let's, oh, wrong pen. I really need my black pen for this, because the black I've worked out wipes away a lot better than the red. I'm going to say that. Ugh. Try and keep it off my fingers. Right, so we've got, oh, I've done that around the wrong way. Groceries was my £20. See, start doesn't mean to go on. Already started doing it wrong. I'll find a tissue now. Can I find a tissue or an old wet wipe? I did have one. Says her, rooting through the bin. Nope. Right, let me see. Wet wipe again, and these wet wipes, once, because they're wet, because the lid still works on it. Oh, Charlie Brown. I forgot I brought up a bit of this. Woohoo! Leave that there. Right, we'll start again, shall we? There. Smelly. I know it's going down a bit. Oh dear. Right, so we have, give it a chance to dry. Grocery, opened with 20. Yeah, how am I doing this? 28th to the 6th of March. Open with 20. See, should I have? Because these are these for last week's. What I put in. No, what's left. What's left from last week. But then I haven't put the roll over there. So I think I need... Indecisions. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, so 20. This is what I'm putting in this week. So groceries. Oh, God, no, I'm not putting groceries as 20. I'm putting groceries as... It started. Groceries is 15. Food is 45. Personal is 5. 40, 50, 65. Right, so I'm sure it should be the other way around. Open. But because I'm taking it out, that's rolling over. So I think I should have rolled that over at the end of last check-in. Oh dear, I don't know. So that's what I'm putting in, because that should be in that button, really, in that. I'll have to watch a few more Ira's videos or other people's videos to see how they work this out. Right, so week. Yes, because that should be. That should be 20, because I did start off with 20, and 20 I put in last week. So, so that's naught. So that's 20. Personal, I had used it all. And food, I had £4.20. So I have £4.20. And so £4.20 away from that is £40.80. Look, my pen started. This is the pen that seems to splurge out. £24.20. And £45.80. Right, I think I've done that. As I say, I will look that up and hopefully get it done for next time. Right, so that's those done. I won't be doing any games this week because I haven't got enough money. Right, I've already obviously written down here. I got my calculator out and I put in £7.20 take away, and I did 361. And that left me 359. So that's where that went. Okay. So that'll go back into this very heavy tub. Right, now I think that might be slightly shorter. Right, going forwards, I'm going to try up the amount of times that I do a video. So let's see. Let's get this and we'll write it on the back and we'll just do a bit of doodling, shall we? So I need the dates. I need the dates. The dates. What are the dates? So this Saturday is the 6th, and the 6th is when my universal credit comes through. So next Monday I will film universal credit. Tuesday is when I say Etsy comes in, so I will film Etsy. And Tuesday is also Pip. So I should film them, but I won't put them up then. So if I can remember, or I don't get too excited and think, oh, I filmed it, I better put it up now, I shall schedule it to go up. I think that's probably the best bet. So Monday, Tuesday and Tuesday, that's only next week. After next week, it'll just be Tuesday film, oh God, can't write, Etsy, and so we'll have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Wednesday. We all know it's days at the end. So then Tuesday, so that'll be Wednesday. And in between, on these days, in between, I don't know why I'm writing this down. I'm writing it down for me. It's my list. I shall endeavour to do some shorts, like mainly the games challenges. So that's that, I think. Yes, so what I might do is, out of these ones, when I stuff them, I will probably not do any of the games or challenges. I shall do them in a separate video, just to because it'd be a bit shorter that way, because I'm very grateful that you listen to me waffling on for about 30 minutes. My God. But I do feel like I'm starting to sound a bit more like morning TV, you know, the same old, same old, same old, same old, same old. So I need to bump it up a bit. And as I'm writing this, hopefully I will stick to it, because I am a little bit ADHD, where I can start things, but finishing them is a little bit iffy. Yeah, so yes, I can do all the planning. Give me planning and I can plan and get all that, no problem, because that's what to me is the fun part. The executing of it is, to be honest, is not, that's the ending, and I don't really do endings. So yes, so that's that. Right, there we go. So that's what I intend to do. Intentions, or as they say, the best laid plans of mice and men. I think that's what they say. Right, any rate, so that's that. Now, remember, one thing to take away from this week is bite-sized chunks. And let me know how you get on. Right, that's the end. I shall take a sip of my tea and say bye-bye, sayonara, arrivederci, konnichiwa. No, konnichiwa is hello. Anyway, and all that jazz. Bye-bye.